Call me Dave again. Bloody April Fool's Day, eh? The last 3 years has been fucking a Fool's Day, everyone, isn't it? Oh, I bought a new dog today. It's a cross between a Japanese Shih Tzu and a Bulldog. It's a fucking bullshitter. My friend, he's a lovely bloke, but he's a thick as shit. And we were short in the pub quiz, so we took him along, and they had a little section where each person had to answer one little section themselves. He was thick as fuck, but he was so lucky. And this is how it went. The first question, what's the first letter of the alphabet in most languages in the world? He went, hey? Correct? Fucking hell. You're doing all right here, Dave. Question number 2, what do horses eat? Hey? Correct again. Fuck me, he's doing well. Question number 3, which unit of energy is named after a Scottish engineer, inventor and chemist? What? Fuck, 3 in a row. Question number 4, what was David Beckham's nickname during his career? Golden what? I don't know, fucking bollocks. That's close enough, it was balls. I'll give you that point. Question number 5, what was the name of the man who invented the floating ball cock for the toilet? His name was Thomas. He went, crap. He went, yeah, Thomas Crapper, well done. 5 out of 5. Lucky bastard. You know. If he had brains, he'd be fucking dangerous. Hang on a minute, you've got to put up with my ugly mush a sec. Let's get this moving. I stayed in a hotel with my friend a little while ago after the football. I mean, my friend is a dirty fucker. He'd sleep with anything. At reception, I said to the receptionist, I went, I hope the porn is disabled in our room. And the guy went, you sick fuck. It's just normal porn. Fuck, what, he's some sort of sicko or what? I mean, I hope there's none on the fucking TV, mate. Yeah. I don't want to be watching that with him all fucking night. You know what I mean? My friend is a big guy, you know, like this. His penis was in the Guinness Book of Records, you know. Anyway, the librarian told him to take it out and call the fucking police. That was it in the fucking... When the police arrived, they were chasing him around the fucking library. You know, and they were shouting, please stop. And the librarian went, shh. I couldn't make this shit up. My friend's having trouble with his missus. He said they haven't had sex for months. He said, you think her fucking virginity's growing back? I didn't think I could do that. Yeah, I thought you had to have plastic surgery. Super glue your hymen back on, isn't it? Something like that. Stick out in the comments. I'll be interested to know how you do that, fucker. I told a joke last week and someone complained. I said, you just can't say that. I said, life isn't so fucking serious. It's a joke, not a dick. Don't take it so hard, you know? Anyway, I went out with this girl recently and she was very naive, right? We're having a little cuddle. I said, can I stroke your pussy? She said, not right now, Dave. He's in the garden having a shit. Naive. She thought oral sex was talking about making love. Orally, you know, talking about it. Like your oral exams. Mine were pretty good at school. And the actual exams. You know what I mean? I was on an entrepreneurial podcast last night. I always have good ideas. The host in the comments gave me, he said in there, give me an example of a business failure due to careless management. I thought, that's fucking easy, that is. So I started typing. I put a prostitute getting pregnant. They fucking banned me from the podcast. That was a genuine answer. I was going to say, well, she'd be fucked, wouldn't she? But she would be. She wouldn't be able to use that area for business. She wouldn't be able to wash a crack and sell it on, would she? You know what I mean? I was speaking to my friend. He loves knockers. I said, tits are like kids' toys. He said, what do you mean? I said, well, they're fun to play with at first, you know, but they always end up in your mouth, don't they? My friend at work was changing his password. I said, put something in that you won't forget about, something you think about all the time. So he put his password as my penis, and the computer flashed up saying, not long enough. I said, that's fucking subliminal for you, mate. You need a fucking one of those pumps or something, you know? till it gets this big. I like my big cock here. I've got a big cock. I show it to everyone. It's even got a hat and glasses on. My friend's missus come home last night. She looked in the mirror and she said to him, I look old, fat, wrinkled and ugly. I really need you to pay me a compliment. He said, fucking hell, your eyesight is damn near perfect, love, I tell you. Perfect. Poor cow. At Christmas, I had an operation over Christmas. And a few weeks after, I was woken at like 1 o'clock in the morning by the missus. She only straddled over my face. I had a face full of beaver. I said, what the fuck are you doing, love? She said, well, the doctor said you should really try and eat something. I just thought I'd be helpful. Try and eat something. Have a nice beaver. Been a while. Big old hairy beaver. I get to play with that. It's the only one I do get to play with. My beaver fell on the keyboard. Christ. Let herself go a bit, innit? Here we are. Here we go. We're going again. Can't believe me beaver just fell on my keyboard and put it all out. I went out with a girl once. She was a very peculiar shape. She was carrying a few extra pounds. We couldn't even have sex without Google Maps. I just said, fucking fart and give me a clue, will you? I thought I was doing really well during the sex with a heavy breathing. I didn't know she was having an asthma attack. She smelled like a fucking sardines piss flaps when I went down there. Jesus. She sweat that much so I could have made a bowl of chips with the sweat afterwards. I said, love, honestly, you're the reason the gene pool needs a fucking lifeguard. You know what I mean? I met a nice woman the other night. I said, do you know your body's made of 70% water? She said, and your point is? I said, well, I'm fucking thirsty. Come here. You know what I mean? Fellas, how do you know if your woman is a good girl or a nice girl? Easy. Put a blue movie on. Porno. Sit cuddling her. Keep winking. If she blushes and goes red, she's a nice, shy girl. If she's sitting there smiling, you know that she's a bad girl because she can do better. You know what I mean? That's how you tell. Last week, I went to the sperm bank and I heard they'd paying again. I went in and the woman said, would you like to masturbate in the cup? I said, look, I'm pretty good at this, but I'm not going in any fucking competitions just yet. Don't put me in the fucking cup just yet, you know what I mean? Put you in the cup. Funny little story. Young girl come home from school and she said she accidentally had sex behind the bike sheds. Her mum said, I'm so disappointed in you. If a boy touches your tits, say don't. If a boy touches your fanny, say stop. She said, I was listening, Mum. I was doing really well. But he was touching them both at the same time. So I kept shouting, don't stop, don't stop, don't stop. We had sex for an hour before the headmaster caught us. Do you know what I mean? What are these kids like today? Roger and in the bike sheds. Christ. The bike sheds were all open when I was young. You couldn't get away with that. I'm joking. I've been helping my friend lately. He's been depressed. Sad. He works for Dino Rod. He said he's been dealing with a lot of shit lately. He really has, you know. I was talking to the lady at work the other day, debating our new ward rules. She said, you need to think outside the box. And every bloke in the room said, I want to think inside your box. I thought, that's a fucking good icebreaker, that is, for any fucking team meeting. Think outside the box. And my other friend, he's only 53. He's got bladder issues. Yeah. Every time I see him, his missus keeps giving him Viagra. I said, blimey, you two must be getting some action these days. He said, no, I'm fucking not. I said, why all the Viagra then? She said, well, it stops me pissing on my shoes, doesn't it? Fucking hell. I was with a prostitute once. I'm not proud. I kept calling her the dirty bird. My mate said, why do you keep calling her the dirty bird? As I said, she shit on me bonnet last time I met her. Oh, bird's doing it. Shit on the car. I was out in town the other night, and this woman asked me, she said, would you like breasts or thighs? And I said, well, I would prefer a shaved fanny and a firm asked to hold on while I'm rogering it, if it's all the same to you. She said, "Sir, this is KFC, not a fucking brothel." You can't please everyone these days, can you? Do you know what? A dick has a sad life. His hair's a mess, his family is nuts, his neighbour's an arsehole, and his best friend's pussy. And his owner beats him every night. That's not good, is it? The poor cock. And opinions. We all got opinions. Opinions are like arseholes. Everyone's got one, but not everyone wants to hear it, do they? My friend was having sex with his new girlfriend for the first time. She jumped up and she said, "What's this, a 6-inch? You said you were going to give me a foot long tonight." He said, "Oh, I'm sorry. Subway ran out of big rolls, didn't they? I told you earlier." You know what I mean? You thought they meant sex, didn't you? So cold and frigid, when she opens her legs, a little light comes on inside a beaver. Terrible. Have you noticed? Everything's about equality these days, and that's fair for all the people who moan about it, but not for everyone else. So I recently heard people say these things that made me laugh. That was the women's boxing. I went, ding ding, tits out, round one. I thought, yeah, that's good. They'll appreciate that. And in the women's football, start of the match, I went, "Get the balls out, girls, let's have some fun." The geezer on the microphone. And then there was the mixed doubles. "Watch out for his fast balls. If he lobs one, make sure you whack it as hard as you can." And the woman's weightlifting. I saw Gregorovich's snatch this morning. That was a fucking amazing sight. Saw her snatch this morning. Who makes up the names of these fucking exercises? How do you know that a weightlifter's gay? He does the jerk and clean instead of the fucking clean and jerk. Someone moaned at me at work yesterday. I said, "Don't moan at me. My parents created me. I'm the fucking victim here. Whatever they were drinking or thinking that night was fucked up." As I said before, the midwife held me up and slapped me mother. My parents are lovely people, but that made me laugh. People take things I say the wrong way sometimes. Not like a gay bloke at a hot dog stall, not that deep, but I'm misunderstood. I just do it for a laugh, you know, so don't judge me. This bloke called me a cunt last week, and I said, at least cunts are useful, and they can be quite fun sometimes. On the other hand, you're not. You're a tosser, and tossing is a waste of life, essence. I said to him, seriously, you mustn't waste it. You only get $1.50. And he went, really? I said, that's all I fucking got. I was once a soldier. I love guns. I was a marksman in the cadets. It just meant you hit a paper target with a feckin' air rifle. And later I joined the regular army. Not the small army or the extra large army, just the fucking regular army. And then I failed the sniper test. By a long shot. You know what I mean? By a long shot. Why do we say these stupid things? Why are pizza delivery boys the same as gynecologists? They can both see and smell the goods, but they're not allowed to eat them. Every day, Christ. Temptation, eh? I was watching Forrest Gump last night. Life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get. No, life's not. Life's like oral sex. One slip of the tongue, you're in a shit. I used to say life is a lot like a penis. You know, just hanging around, chilled, free, you know, going with the flow. And along comes a woman and makes it fucking hard, which can actually be quite pleasurable. When you first get with a woman and you put your meat in, that's nice and snug and a lovely feeling. After 20 years, it's like the fucking Dead Sea. It's like having a fucking walk around Asda. Your cock feels like the inside of a sausage roll. And then when us fellas, when we lose our hardness, it's like trying to play fucking cricket with a marshmallow bat, isn't it? No fucking wickets scored on either side. And she has to whack it a bit. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, it works both ways. My mate hates his missus. He says she's just horrible all the times. He said he hates every bone in that woman's body, fucking except his. He doesn't mind his bone in her body. Fucking hell. My mate's missus, fucking Maureen from driving school, said she wants to learn to drive again. He said, there's no way. That's too dangerous. I said, look, mate, if she wants to learn to drive again, you must not stand in her way. Get the fuck out of the way. Move. Yeah. Women are like condoms. They spend more time in your wallet than on the end of your dick. You know what I mean? My lodger, she thinks I got a nice bum. Well, she didn't say that. Every time I walk away from her, she says, what an arse. You know what I mean? Woman from the government come round today. I let her in. She was quite hot. Did a survey with me. Talked about new initiatives. She was blonde, good looking, skirt on, lovely long legs. She said, did you know national debt is rising? I said, did you know something else is fucking rising quicker than national debt? That's in me fucking pants, love. She ran out of the fucking house. I was holding me fridge magnet. I said, fuck me like the government does. I nearly got my own back then. I almost had her. I fucking almost had her. Chased her down the fucking street. Fuck me like the government does. I thought I was on a winner. Johnny, the little altar boy, he goes up to the priest and he says, Father, do you mind if I have a quick go on your organ? He says, you can have a go on my organ anytime, son. Fucking unzipped his trousers. He meant the fucking organ, pipe organ. Playing on his pipe instead. Do you know what? Today I found my first grey pubic hair. I was well annoyed, but not as much as the people in the lift. Gotta admit. What do all women and modern computers have in common? Neither one will accept the 3.5-inch floppy anymore. They ain't even got VD players in them now. Have they? What about Blu-ray? I know Blu-ray. He sells pornos cheap. Dodgy geezer. Blu-ray. I know the bloke. I hope you enjoyed my April Fool's Day rant. From me and my cock here, have a good evening. We will. Speak soon. Take care.